So I guess the experiment went well. It got a fair amount of views, and I didn't get any negative comments. I got one comment that was just relevant to one of the topics I mentioned, so it wasn't positive or negative to the aspect that we were experimenting. But I guess it went well. It went well enough for me, at least. Actually doing it worked. I just don't know if it ended up being a good or bad video, but really it was just important for me to be able to know that yes, I can hold a conversation with myself still without having some sort of distraction. I mean, it really helped along the beginning and a lot of the way through playing VC, because it became a sort of it became a distraction that sort of removed any barriers that I might have had. But I guess I've just gotten so used to just blabbing on that it doesn't matter anymore, which is good. I'll have to check and see the analytics in a few days. I'll be able to see, retention analytics of how long people actually watched the videos, how an average. Well, actually, because I have such a small viewer base, I might be able to guess at a few people, because I can see based on region. So if I see one region has one view and this amount of retention, then I'll know that this one person from this one region had watched this much of the video, and I know some people. I'm thinking of one person in particular who I've confirmed to have watched the video. God, there's only one comment on that video. How... it's extremely obvious if you check that video now who I'm talking about. I know where they are, and if the analytics shows up for where they are, I'll be able to know how much of the video they watched. It's not that important, but it's... yeah. They're probably watching this one now, too. Shout out to you. I don't use names very often. I should. I don't know what it is, but I just... oh, whoa, okay, huh. I don't use names on the show. But they know absolutely who I'm talking about now. Probably. I've given enough little hints and clues and whatever. I'm just gonna leave this money. Yeah, probably. Right? Oh, look at doing the thing. Whoa. Wait, should I guess he's doing this one. Right? It's 10 o'clock, so I got the free refill thing. I can use that. I should remember to use that. He hasn't changed the teams, which is good. Which might mean that I have a good team set up, or he just doesn't want to yet, which is also fine. Is he using these teams to fight? I guess he can. There's pretty high level buffers and LR in there. Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking about this particular person and trying to because at the same time it's someone that I could allow to be, one of the people that I talk about, because, well, they're in the streams quite a lot. And I talk about Chugs now because Chugs is in the streams, and Chugs is great. Chugs does the thumbnails now. He doesn't do the thumbnails, he just does the thumbnail girls. He does the girls, and then I put the thumbnails together. But he just does the important part. But yeah, he shows up to a lot of the streams, and so does this particular person in question. Which obviously I appreciate, it's super great. But I could bring them on as, one of the people that I'm fine with mentioning the name of. Sometimes if I mention a person enough, or they leave enough comments, then I'm like, yeah, they're now a person. I now recognize them as human beings. Otherwise, you are not a person. Um, no, obviously I don't think like that. It's just yeah, I'm really weird about names when it comes to this thing. No idea why. Is there a reason he's shooting for passion? No, just follow his lead. Probably because it was the one all the way on the left. I do actually want to bring this person on the show too. Like, at that point, it doesn't even matter. Like, at that point, really, the name thing shouldn't matter because they would have been on the show and they would have introduced themselves, because I always let my guests introduce themselves. But the time zones make that really complicated. Now I'm just talking to them, but not... I don't even think I've given a gender yet. I haven't. I don't... I always, like, I stray from that. I mean, even when I'm being really specific about who I'm talking about, I still say they or them. Recently, for some reason, I've just been kind of... Or I haven't been doing that as much. Like I'll say they or them, and then I'll say he or she after that. Like, I'll confirm that, yes, this person is a woman or something. I don't know. Made me think of something super dumb. I didn't get very much done today. Tomorrow I really got to do a lot. I did record Shield. I did actually end up recording Shield. Well, I don't know. I went out to Walmart and then Arby's because I absolutely had to go to Arby's. I was like, I haven't been to Arby's in like a year, and I recently found their Twitter, and their Twitter is fucking great, and their commercials are hilarious, and I'm like, I gotta go to Arby's. I gotta give them some appreciation, you know? So I convinced my mom, because she already needed to go out, buy some things. She needed to get something. I may have talked about this, but the guy now staying up in the trailer, he needed a coax to composite thing so that he could watch movies from the DVD player on this little TV we gave him, and the little TV only has a coax input. So I needed to find an adapter. I told him what to find. I don't know if he tried to find anything. I wasn't sure Walmart would have it, but hell, Walmart had it. You know, they got a lot of shit. So they had a few in stock. They had pretty much exactly the one that we had found online, just, you know, for double the price. Well, $10 and $20. It's not very much of a difference, but that is technically double. But, you know, he was just, you know, old man set in his ways. He didn't want to order online because that just complicates everything. So I'm like, all right, whatever. We'll go to the store and we'll buy it. So we bought it. He can't drive, and he was working, and Mom was just like, I gotta go out buy some other shit. So we went. She bought some like clothes or something too, and we looked into getting either like a new TV or because she was just thinking of getting like a new TV for him, because I mean he's not gonna keep it. We're just gonna leave it up in the fucking the trailer that he's staying at. We're gonna leave it up in there and then eventually take it back. And that old TV, I mean, it works, but it's literally it only has one input, and it's like barely used input. I don't know. I should have just killed them with the I don't know. I forgot that they healed. But no, we didn't get a new TV, but she looked into a wall mount for her big TV, because we realized, like, just fucking, some dude was working, putting something away, and we were looking at antennas for the TV, because there's no cable, there's no internet that reaches all the way out there. So we were looking at the little antennas, and I was like, hey, dude, how do these things work? And he was like, you'll get like 4 channels with those, but you have to have a really strong signal, so you might need like one of these things or whatever. And he was a cool dude. Really interesting, though, is like the way he like fluctuated in volume was so weird. Like, I think he just naturally like wants to be really loud. Like, he would get really loud when he'd just like get into talking about something, and then he would immediately switch to getting like really quiet, like audibly quiet but still obviously quiet. So it must be that like he's really loud of a person, but he's like he understands that he shouldn't be loud, and then like as soon as he makes notice of how loud he's being, you know, he switches over, and then he goes to be quiet. It was just really interesting. He was a cool dude though. We you know, went around. He showed us some stuff with the TVs and things. We talked about monitors and stuff. Because I might need to look into a monitor, because I don't know if my brother's giving me his monitor or not, because he might just want to keep his monitor and just hook it up to his laptop anytime he wants. I'm assuming he'll give me his monitor, but if not, I might have to get like a little monitor. And he showed me one that was pretty cool, actually. It was like 19 inches and 1080p for like $100 or something. Which was cool. Although, again, everything's cheaper on Amazon. I'll probably just get it on Amazon. But the wall mount he convinced us of getting wasn't even in stock. Like, he showed us 2 different types, and he showed us like a cheaper one. It was on rollback, so it was the better version, but it was cheaper because it was just like on sale or whatever, rollback, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. And then he was like, yeah, we probably have it in stock. Like, he didn't have it on the shelf, but he was like, yeah, we probably have it in back. And then he was like, okay, I'll go check. And then he went and checked, and they didn't have it. So then he was like, oops. So I think he ordered some like over to be brought, but not specifically for us, just, you know, that they would be there so we can come back and get them. And then just on the drive back, I was like, yeah, they got him for crazy cheap on Amazon, so we're probably going to get him on Amazon. But he was a cool dude. He didn't really sell us anything, but he was a cool dude. And I mean, he was good at selling us on the idea of that particular swivel mount thing. And you know, he knew what he was talking about for damn sure. It's raining now. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's raining now. It was a lot louder earlier, but it's totally raining. How many times can I tell you that it's raining? Because it's raining. It's starting to pick up a little bit there. Just, you know, drizzling. Yeah. If he had it in stock, we would have bought it, because I mean, it was a cool fucking mount thing. I say swivel, full range they call them, because you can bring it like away from the wall and tilt it, and like you can tilt it up and down, or like turn it, you know, left and right. The bigger the TV it is, the less motion you're gonna have, but the one he showed us was like pretty good. And I think her TV, she said it was a 55-inch, which is a pretty good TV. And he convinced us on that one because he made us realize that, yeah, there might be a lot of glare up where we're gonna put it, because there's a pretty large amount of windows just kind of chilling around. So she's hooked on the idea of the full range mount, but not that specific one, because it's cheaper on Amazon, wouldn't have to wait as long. Tomorrow we're going to look into that. Tomorrow I got to get a lot of shit done. Tomorrow I'm going to start the morning with, I still got to upload Produce Shield and all that. I want to start the morning with computer shit. I gotta hop back on my computer, do Shield and stuff. Probably record more Shield later on, because I only recorded like 3. I'm good for Kumo, but more Shield is better, because whenever I record Kumo, I record a shit ton of Kumo. It's just a given. But Shield, I gotta poop out more frequently, because I don't, like, when I do it, I don't do very much. I'm genuinely contemplating actually just giving up Shield, because Shield is so, like, I don't know, where it's at now, it's okay. You know, and it's getting barely any views. It got a considerable amount of views when it was still airing before on the main channel, but I guess just like those people haven't realized that it's over there, because again, I only made a video about Kumo and just hoped that people would be like, oh, Shield is there too. But before Kumo even ended, Shield had ended much before that. Like, Shield stopped, and then Kumo kept going for some time, and then Kumo stopped. So the Shield fans might have been like, okay, he gave up on Shield already, and now he's just doing Kumo. And then they went away, and then the Kumo fans were like, oh no, he's done Kumo. And then there's a thing that says Kumo's back, and everybody's excited, and everybody's watching that. But the Shield fans didn't notice. And I mean, I like the story. I don't think I ever was really dead set on like wanting to read all of it. I don't know. It never really had that much of a fantastic reception. It's like I like it. I like the characters. I like some of the story. I don't like a lot of the world, you know. I really just like the main character a whole lot. And most of the time that can keep me going, but just like the chapters that are just him talking to the queen for half the chapter, because they're so long. They're so long and they're so boring. Sometimes, if they were shorter and still conveyed the same information, I'd be like, yes. But, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna give it some more time, see if the views pick up. If they don't, yeah, I'm gonna let the numbers dictate my life, because, why the hell not? What am I doing? I should be using the auto team. This is like my last chance to use the auto team. Auto team is like perfect for level 500s. I gotta switch back to the auto team. Make everybody hate me again because the auto team is so fucking like. Oh, there's a bit of lightning too. It's not loud. There's no really loud thunder, but that was definitely the flash of lightning. There's the thunder. Yeah, so it's far away then. Okay. It's not very loud thunder, but it's still there. That's pretty great. Very far though, very far still. I wonder how long apart that was. That's quite the distance. I'm not like super storm fanatic, and I don't know how to actually calculate how far away it is based on how long it takes. That's just a sort of, it's a calculation based on the differences between the sound of, or the speed of sound and the speed of light. Speed of light's faster than the speed of sound. So you see lightning strike before you hear it. Literally, it's just straight up science, you know. Which is neat and all, but can we? Do we have room? What teams? Is this it? This is the This was the. How is he doing this? Is he doing this? Bingo battles is on, right? Are people doing bingo battle? Oh no, I gotta look at this thing. Duh, not exchange. Yeah, that's all. That's his. Well, he hasn't. Yeah, no rings. Cut. Fucking damn it. There we go. Unless he needs to collect. Does he need to collect them or how does that work? I think he just hasn't. Yeah, which is odd because you know he talked about doing it before in the past. Maybe he just like doesn't know what team to use and just hasn't really worried about it. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I just know that he is using the account because when I have to switch back over, it means that he's used it. And after what, like fucking, are we at 85 now? Like 15 more days, right? I think so. Huh. Little crazy to think about. But yeah, I'm gonna kill like this one last more, and then I think be done with the episode. Mostly because I want to read more Wizard and Flower Blaze. Even though I'm gonna run out. Oh God, I'm gonna run out in like 5 chapters, and then I'm gonna be really sad. And the person who writes them, Clin, or is it K Lin? I actually don't remember. I looked at the about section on their comments page, and it actually says their gender, which I'm really sad about because on the website with the novels, it said, you know, like, I don't want to give you my gender because I don't want you to have any ideas about, like, have any expectations about anything. And I was like, that's really cool. That makes sense though. I like that, you know. Almost like the hundreds of female writers of the past that wrote under the name anonymous because people wouldn't take them seriously as female writers, or they would write under pseudonyms that sounded more masculine. But nope, Now I know. So if by some chance you've decided to read these novels because I've praised them so much, and I really do praise them, they're fantastic. The one is fantastic. I haven't read the others, but the one I really like. And you like that you don't know the gender. Don't look at the about page in the comics. You can probably read the comics, but don't look at the about page in the comics. Because it tells you the gender. I won't tell you. I mean, it's a major spoiler for me learning that. I was like, whoa, come on. I didn't want to know that. I really didn't. But now I do. Yeah. So I left a comment on the main about page thing, on the thing for the novels. Like, yo, would you be cool with me doing an audio reading of your originals? And I didn't get any sort of response, so I'll have to reply to that, like, please let me know, I just need, like, a yes or no, the suspense is killing me, this is something I want to do, that kind of thing. Nothing yet. Like, when I look at the other comments, the response, like, when they leave a response, like, day of, for all of them. So I'm under the impression that they're reading these, but just not replying to mine or something. Oh, and it makes me sad, but, you know, I guess I just have to take it as a no, which is annoying because, you know, I like answers, but I guess if I can't do it, I can't do it. I just like to know that I can't do it. I won't, like, just go ahead and do it anyway, because, you know, that's rude, and they've decided that they don't want their novels shared anywhere else on, like, just the text. Like, just don't post it anywhere. And, like, it's such a gray area because it's kind of like I'm posting it somewhere else, but I'm also doing an audio version of it, which is slightly different. But under copyright laws, it's no different at all. You can't post, or you can't sell an audio version of a book you don't own. But if I don't monetize the videos, am I selling them? And that's where things get complicated in the YouTube region, is, like, if you're not making money off of it, you're not, like, doing the shit. But people still get pissed about that because when you steal other people's videos, like React channels or whatever, or just if you're a channel that steals other people's videos because you're a shitty person. Who was it? Ray William Johnson that did that? I don't remember. Somebody. Probably Ray William Johnson. Shitty person. What am I saying? Yeah, because, like, even if you're not making money off the videos, even if you're not presenting it as your own, you're still, like, preventing the other person from making any money because you're showing it off somewhere else, and now they have this place that they can go to for your videos, and you're not getting the view, you're not getting the monetized view, even though they're not getting a monetized view, but neither are you, so you've lost out on money from that situation. And I'm aware that, yes, you can put a sort of, like, you can monetize it yourself, like, you can put a claim on it, and then any ads that run get monetized through your thing, but that's probably really complicated. Like, I don't even know if the person that writes the novels, if they would be able to do that or would know how to do that for mine. Like, if we could talk about it and write, like, a deal, like yeah, like, I'll monetize them and you'll get all the revenue, like, that'd be great. It's not even like I'm gonna get that many views, you know? I don't even monetize Shield or Kumo now. I just don't. I don't care. They get barely any views. They're just a fun thing that I like doing. And, like, where they're at now, I'm not going to be able to make any money, and it's a really sort of weird thing because I don't own them. I have no actual possession over any of them. I said this episode would end, and it didn't. Now I'm just here following up on the experiment. Almost. Now that I know I can talk without doing anything, I'm just going to talk without doing it. No, I do want to end the episode. Sorry. Take care of yourself.